Recording has started.
Yay?
Yay! Alright, so we wanted to share our base here. First of all, a couple shout outs to mostly Grand Spartan. So this base is designed on his starter base, and then I think he called it a funnel base. So if you notice on the west, northeast, south, and west corners, the walls are slanted to sort of funnel the zombies into the very center of the base where they fall down to a kill pit. We'll get down to it eventually. But with some added elements of our own. So when we first started this thing, we just built a. I don't remember the dimensions, Jason. Do you? Was it 11?
11 by 11 inside,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's mostly still there. You can just measure out the inside dimensions of what's in the center.
Right. And we managed to do it in a day, I think, right?
Yeah. The first floor, first 2 floors were done in the first day.
So we dug it all the way down to bedrock. We'll get down to the bottom and show it. But we dug all the way down to the bedrock and built a couple floors just below the surface, just to start things off. And then on the very top we had every square inch of the platform that we made flush with the surrounding ground with the wood spikes, which was fine for maybe up till day 7, and then the rest of the base just kind of grew into what you're, and it's still growing. Things are changing pretty much every time we sit down and play. So we're going to see some changes inside that are a little bit different with our own touch. Out on the field there, we've got it littered with spikes.
And bombs.
And bombs. Yeah, way off in the distance. We'll get a little bit closer so it's a better shot. But off in the west there's some pressure plate mines that we were testing out there. They make a big boom, but they also make a big divot in the ground that's a little annoying. Actually, it looks like we may have some company that just died out there. Anyways, so just very briefly, off to the north there, we've got a couple mines on the go for materials that we used mostly to build the base, which is, I think, all concrete on the outside.
At this point, yes. Well, concrete and slowly upgrading to steel.
Right. Yeah, that's going to take a crap ton of supplies, but we'll get there. And then off to the south there, I think this, we were saying, was also something that we borrowed from Grand Spartan, the mini bike ramp. Off in the distance there, we'll get a closer view of that as well. So the basic idea is that no matter which direction the zombies come from, we're right up against the water. We thought it was a good idea to build next to a water supply for obvious reasons.
Remember the early game midnight water runs?
Yes. Yeah, we had almost no base to our name and dying of thirst, so we had to sneak out. This dock that I'm standing over top of, hopefully I don't fall, was the actually right in the ramp there in the center square where I'm pointing at, that used to be our hatch cover entrance to get down. And so we would have to come out that hatch and come running over to the water and fill up our jars and then run back in. There's a couple of herring units, but for the most part we were fairly safe. So yeah, then over time it grew into this. It grew into this really actually quite quickly.
It really didn't take too terribly long. Most of it was just upgrading materials and
It didn't.
Changing the layouts.
At first, it wasn't this type of design at all. It was more of a. I came in back into the server one day and there was a castle with with parapets and the whole 9 yards.
I had a couple hours to kill. I was bored.
But we started noticing that and it was doors, right? It was a completely open field in the bottom, and we had doors on northeast, south, and west sides to draw them in.
Yeah.
But then they would.
Well, yeah.
But we found they were gumming up on the walls and just knocking down what we were building. So we remembered this video we saw from Grand Spartan. Thought we would try the idea. It works really well, so we'll go take a closer look. Oh, and so like the building that I'm filming from right now, this is our farm. This is unique to us. We didn't borrow this from anybody, but other than that, you could actually build a structure for farming and move dirt from one place to another and get something like this going. So we've got all our food growing in here. We've got enough for 12 trees altogether to keep our wood supply up. So there's 3 levels to that. I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. Kind of a White House type look to it. Jason did most of the design over here.
Over where?
The farm. It's mostly your baby. I just run it.
The farm?
I just run it. You designed it.
I did not. You did. That was all you, bud.
No. You were. No, you were the mastermind on this. You were the one that was talking about putting pillars and putting pillars where. And so on and so forth. Oh, no, actually, you know what? We should probably mention.
You started them.
Is the disaster that we had here. So I think this is 3. We built it 4 blocks high, but then when you fill it in with dirt, it's now 3 blocks high. And so we built this in stages. So we did it 1 level first, and only out so far. I think out to the first pillar here, or the second pillar here. So it wasn't very big at first, and it grew out to the side and then up, obviously. But we started growing corn. I think it was right here. But the corn grows, I think, 4 blocks high at the very tip of it. Well, these blocks disappeared, and the whole section over here just collapsed. We had to rebuild. So that's why the corn is. There's a hatch there. We have to actually jump there. So at the very top here, this is, you can tell, quite a bit higher, and then actually open once you get to a certain point. Actually move. And that's where we build our corn now, because we don't want any more collapse over it. Anyways, let's get into the base. So this is underneath the dock, leading up towards the base. We'll go down and under. And so directly above here, that's one of the funnels that, if the zombies are coming in from the lakeside, they'll walk straight in. And this is the fall pit. And it goes all the way down to bedrock. Oh, sorry, not quite to bedrock, because we have a false floor down there.
For repairs.
For repairs, yeah. I'll take the guy right now.
I remember when this was like inside, just off to the side of the hallway coming in.
Yeah, this didn't used to be outside. You couldn't see the stars, so ignore the toilet. So yeah, this is the false floor where they're gonna fall. We did this probably based off of his designs as well.
There's a lot of guys that do stuff like this.
Yeah, the functionality is why we would do something like this, so that we can.
Ooh, that one's almost busted. It's at 515 of 10K. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna do that because it's a whole lot faster, and boom, done.
Nice. Yeah, I was really disappointed. Like, I put the toilet down here because we'd never, well, almost never come down here. And I thought, well, I want to see if it'll work. Doing all the farming, I'm focused on ways to create fertilizer. And we can't produce our own poo yet for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's coming. And this is the kill room where, as you can see, zombies go to die. In basic, basic design,
Still got it.
a lot of people do this. These 50 pillars. So you can shoot and hack at them, and you can loot pretty much all the way in, I think. I don't think we've had problems.
All the way across, yeah. You can reach to the third.
All the way to the third, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, on the inside, obviously it's 3 by 3.
Still got 2 more pillars to fix there. My sense of aesthetics is irritated.
Yeah, yeah. So he's talking about. We had the 100 pillars in the corner coming all the way down, but at the corners it was hard to see in, and if you're standing at the edges, we were actually hitting the corner pillars there, so thinning them right down, and then obviously because we have preferences, we want to make sure that it's uniform from top to bottom. So that's a project that's in the works right now. But from a function standpoint, that's
functionally this room is just golden.
Yep.
Just a note: a lot of guys build these rooms with only 2 bricks on the floor, so you can only stand so far back. But if you end up with ferals that get up right close to the bars, or heaven forbid, a zombie bear drops down here, you need the 3rd one out here. That was a creative experiment that we learned the hard way. Yeah. Give yourselves room out here. You need it.
So it's at least 3. If you do get a bear, then you want some room to back up. That's right. Right. Okay. So I'll
2 ways out.
Couple of chests here for just quick drops. On horde nights, it gets pretty busy down there.
That's one way to put it.
You want to be able to dump some stuff off. So, all right. So this is where we came in just initially. This goes back out to the farm. So this is a relatively recent expansion. We did have some trees going in here, but the branches actually
go over the top of the wall.
Well, and they go through the wall too.
Yeah. Well, they just clip through. It's just a visual thing, but still.
But it looks funny from the inside. So we took them down. We've got 12 trees in the farm. That's really enough to keep us going. So.
I don't use wood anymore.
But yeah, we got some farm operations going on here now too. And it wraps all the way around, so one crop in one corner and another in another, and so on. So initially, this floor and the floor above were the original base. We started this off as our crafting room. And it's grown from there, so our workbench and forges and all that. And then we recess stuff from the floor here because you can access it from this floor or the floor above. So right now, we're just below surface level. And so when we initially started as the starter base, right above our heads here was the field of spikes that the zombies would have to go through before falling through all the way back down there to their, hopefully, their deaths. But things have changed. Oh, look at you. You've got a king-size bed now.
I've had that for a long time.
Yeah, oh, I haven't been up here for a while. It's very homey up here.
Well, I tried, you know.
So, this has been dubbed the Grand Entrance. Oh, slow down there for a second. As you can
Grand Entrance hallway.
For obvious reasons. So all the way down at the end there is some dust just fell from the sky there. Was that you?
Yeah, I got that graphical going on, so I'm just shooting every once in a while.
Oh,
It should be fine.
Yeah, that's weird. So yeah, all the way to the end of the hall here is our hatch opening to go back up to ground level.
Son of a... No, you are not allowed to be concrete in the middle of my hall. Took me hours to build you.
I hope things aren't crapping out here. My frame rate's dropping. There we go. So initially, this would be our entrance coming back from excursions and whatnot. So we put a couple boxes out here to keep if somebody's coming back and they're injured. That's a long run to get back to our base. So Chris actually had the idea to have some boxes here for emergency supplies. Yeah, just in case.
The nice part about having the entrance out here, though, is like even on a horde night, this is outside spawn range from the main base itself.
Yeah, so you should be safe to come out here. I don't know why you would want to, really, but if the need were there, then yeah.
Hey man, if you want to run, you want a place to be able to run.
Yeah.
Hey, safety's important.
Safety is important. It would not be safe to actually approach our base from up here, because not only are there spikes, but there are mines. And I think on this side is actually the candy tin mines, which
they don't hurt that bad. Yeah, they don't really hurt that bad. I've set off more than my fair share of them already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, another one.
Oh, you can see them.
Okay, there's one right in front of you.
We're all armored pretty much the same, right? So the armor that you're wearing is what we're all in.
We're all armored identical.
So what is? We're at day 41. We're going to be close to a
horde night
soon. So grand entrance.
Would be a good
here's one. You can't actually get back in this way when you're walking around, but when you're on a mini bike, for whatever reason, you can get in and out.
Just glitch right through.
Yeah. Some damage on something over there. But yeah, so that's the structure of the base. Now we'll. Oh, there's one more shout out. Gonna screw up the name. I know the first part. Vagina Jane, I think, is the video that I saw this next part on. And actually it has to do with hatches.
Oh man, I drove my mini bike into the water.
Did you lose it?
It's done.
Oh.
I can't move it.
Oh, but it's still there?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm pretty far off.
Okay.
What do we do?
You have wood frames?
I don't. No.
Okay. Don't lose your mini bike. Give me a couple minutes. I will come rescue. I think I know what to do.
So we're gonna avoid water.
We got a screamer.
Why my frame rate just dropped?
Oh, although she did expose the grand entrance hallway. Oh, we got a feral coming.
Hang on. Okay. I'll run back in.
You want to play with a feral? Yeah, you go in. I'll lure him into the hole because I can't get in with the feral chasing after me like this.
Yeah. Okay, so we're at. I'll get to the part to show credit.
Where'd he go?
Frames did you plan on building? Just a ramp?
If you build all the way around it, and then like all the way up to the surface, you glitch the water out of the area, and then you should just be able to drive it right out.
Okay, I'll see what I can do here.
So the feral, where's the feral? Which side?
Good question. Well, he was on the south side, where he spawned in. He was chasing after me and then gone.
Interesting. Well, there's a screamer over by the mini bike.
The dead one?
Nope, she's
Oh, nope.
alive.
It's another one.
I think.
Well, allow me to greet her. Hospitality. Okay, we got some more friends coming in, but they're not going to make it past the spike wall. Not these guys. Not nearly enough of them. Oops.
Oh, you got a feral coming in at you fast.
What? Okay.
Okay. Is he still on me?
No, I shot him. It stunned him a little bit. Now he's going to come after me.
Yeah. Now he's in the spike field.
Oh, he gets through them pretty quick.
Yep.
So the basic idea here, I'll get in the center. So you want to lure them to the middle here, where they fall down to their deaths, just like this guy just did. But he's
Did
a
he die?
feral. No, he's a tough one. Tough one. There he
goes.
Now he's done. So yeah, you stand over the center here, and the zombies come in from any of the hallway directions. And actually, I'll hop down to your level to show the fall pit here. So the video I watched from Vagina Jane showed if you put down plates, you can actually put down hatch covers to cover over holes like this. Now, she had her set up differently. She had it around the perimeter of her base and had a moat fall pit built that way, whereas ours is more focused and funneled.
Takes less time to dig a small pit like ours.
Yeah, there was much less energy put into the. Now, I'm not saying that ours is better or anything, but
It's different.
Anyways, the idea behind this is that we found that when the zombies were running in, they would sometimes stop at this point, detecting a hole right here, and they would just sort of derp around right here and maybe sometimes smack at the walls. The only time we really saw a huge crowd of zombies falling in was when other zombies were running in behind them and sort of pushing them in.
Pushing them in? Which is hilarious to watch.
It is. But when you've got enemies coming in from different directions, when they're clustered up here, it's not good to have your attention divided. So what this design sort of seems to do anyways, it's not perfect. I have noticed them still stop sometimes, but it seems as if the zombies think that they're safe to take another step. And they won't, obviously. They'll fall right through, as we saw from up there. But for now, anyways, it seems like they'll go ahead and do what we want them to do, which is die. And we'll take them up to the top. So again, second level down. This was our crafting area, but now that we've got our tower constructed, we're slowly moving things up here. Now we put everything in the center like this on purpose because the idea is that the zombies are lured towards your heat map. So this is directly over the fall zone, so if they're coming towards where they're sensing a lot of heat generation, then
much higher than what we've got it built there, and the zombies can't really quote unquote sense it anymore. So
right. I don't know how many blocks up high we are right here. Okay.
How do you glitch the water?
Coming out to you, Chris.
Oh, that's your idea to recover it. With wood frames.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess the only other thing. Oh, I can show your turbo lift.
Yeah.
Kill room turbo lift. There is no ladder. Just a hay bale.
It's a one-way turbo lift.
All the way down to the killer. So there's a lot going on down here, and some of us are upstairs. Help is needed down here. That's a really fast way of getting down. Well, the game saw fit to give us another rocket launcher schematic.
Yeah, we got like 3 of them in the chest now.
That's maybe something else to talk about. Maybe if somebody ever watches this someday, somebody knows if they've been through the same play. We're looking for, oh crap, calipers and tool dyne set. What are some of the other things we were looking for?
Well, we just today, or was it yesterday, whatever, found the hunting knife. It took forever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, where's your bike, Chris?
Right there.
Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much good for showing what it is that we've got going on here.
Yeah, maybe just start up recording again when Horde night begins.
Yeah, we'll try to get another one in to see it in action when they actually get through the spikes.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.